True success, lasting change happens at the level of your thoughts and beliefs and not just at the level of your actions. And we're going to talk about the three phases of mental freedom. Phase number one, in fact, of the mental freedom that is built into this cognitive behavior therapy. Okay. And we have built it into our approach with our clients. So, phase one is awareness, it's catching your limiting thoughts, all right, and understanding those limiting thoughts. And the first step to becoming aware of those thoughts that are driving you toward burnout. And most of these thoughts happen automatically below your conscious awareness. And there's some practical tools you can use to dig those out. One of those is what we call the thought record practice. And this is for like a week. Just track your thoughts. All right. When you feel stressed or overwhelmed, write it down. What was the situation? What was the automatic thought that occurred? And how did it make you feel? This is important. How did it make you feel? Because many times you'll feel it in your gut. It doesn't feel good, or maybe you'll be hard, have breathing challenges, or maybe even pains. And then what you did as a result of those thoughts. Okay, how did it impact your actions? The next tool is what we call cognitive distortion spotting, or learning to recognize when your thinking becomes distorted. And there's some common patterns out there, which include the all or nothing thinking, or dramatizing. If I miss this deadline, my career is over. Or the mind reading, right? Do some mind melding. My team thinks I'm not pulling my weight. My team thinks I'm not pulling my weight. How do you know that? Or there's also the shoulds. I should be able to handle all of this. Then a third tool is to question your assumptions. When you notice a stressful thought, ask yourself, what evidence do I have that this is true? What evidence contradicts this thought? And what would I tell a friend who had this thought? What would you tell them? And what's the worst that this could lead to? Or realistically, what could happen? Just reframe those thoughts.